On social media, we're often bombarded with messages that try to shape us into someone we're not. We're told to buy specific products, adopt particular beliefs, and conform to certain standards. It can feel like we're constantly being forced into a mold that doesn't align with who we are. We're often pressured from a young age to meet unrealistic standards of beauty and self-worth. But what if I told you that none of this is real? What if I told you it's all a carefully created illusion? An illusion that can be detrimental to your life and affect your mental health.
Whenever you see somebody post on social media, it is just a very, very small fraction of their life. It is that good look part of their life. Somebody posted a picture, somebody posted out of the concert. It is all just these little snapshots of the very high points in their life. They'll never show you the bad part.
You see, what we see on social media is a carefully curated version of reality. Social media began as a way to reconnect with old friends and family, but it's evolved into a place where people often only show highlights of their lives. Behind every post, there's a real person with their own challenges and battles. People post their best moments, their achievements, and their happiest times. Rarely do they share their struggles, their failures, or their lowest points. We see the smiles, the success, the glamour, but we don't see the tears, the hard work, the pain behind those pictures. We compare our behind the scenes with everyone's highlight reel and wonder why our lives seem so imperfect. This kind of comparison can be devastating and destructive. Social media can destroy your life if you let it. It can destroy your self-esteem, make you feel inadequate, and create a constant sense of dissatisfaction. You start to believe that everyone else has it better, and that you're missing out, and that your life isn't measuring up. This can lead to anxiety, depression, and a sense of isolation.
I think social media is great, and there's a lot of opportunity to learn and see things. Some are funny, some are interesting, some are disturbing. When you're at the point where you're engaging in something and you don't even know what the win is, but you find yourself reflexively engaging in it, your dopamine system is now plummeting, and that's a serious issue.
In 2020, a meta-analysis was published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found a significant positive association, with each additional hour of social media use increasing the risk of depression by 19% for boys and 13% for girls. The study highlighted a linear dose-response relationship, suggesting that more social media time correlates with a higher depression risk. This isn't a coincidence, it's a pattern observed across various studies and populations. Social media is designed to be addictive. It's made to have algorithms that are constantly evolving to keep us engaged, often feeding us content that amplifies our emotions, whether positive or negative. This constant engagement often creates a cycle where it's challenging for people to disengage and find a balance. A balance that can lead to people becoming chronically online rather than taking part in the real world and having relationships outside of the ones we have on our phones.
I'll say honestly, just lock in, man. I think the biggest thing nowadays, everybody has social media and stuff, and like sometimes you just gotta put the phone down, sometimes you gotta figure out who you are.
So, how do we address this issue and improve our lives for the better? First, let's start by understanding why we turn to our phones so often. Social media offers instant gratification, a constant stream of information, and a way to stay connected. As stated before, social media can be addicting, but social media addiction is often a cover-up for another issue: feeling lonely, dopamine, boredom, an escape, validation, etc. Take a moment to reflect on your own habits. Ask yourself, what are you seeking when you scroll through your feed? By identifying the underlying reasons for your social media use, you can begin to address these needs in a healthier way. Next, you want to set limits on the apps you use the most. Set specific times you allow yourself to check social media and stick to them. Use built-in features on your phone to track and limit your screen time. Almost every phone has a built-in feature to allow you to track and control your screen time. Use these tools and establish boundaries. For instance, allocate specific times of the day for leisure and social media, and others for work and other things you need to get done during the day. Or you could create a rule for yourself, like no social media during meals or an hour before bed. These are practical steps towards reclaiming your time and focusing on what truly matters. But setting time limits isn't enough. You need to find a replacement activity that engages and fulfills you. Social media has a way of filling our time, but we can fill that space with something more meaningful. Try doing hobbies or interests that you always wanted to try or pursue. Whether it's reading a book, picking up a new sport, or learning a new skill. Finding something that captivates you can keep you from shifting your focus away from your screen. Remember, the goal is to replace the time you spend on social media with activities that enrich your life and contribute to your personal growth. Create a daily routine that includes exercise, social interactions, and time to relax. The busier you are with positive and fulfilling activities, the less time you'll have to fall back on social media as a default. as the saying goes, idle hands are the devil's playthings. Remember, social media is a tool, a powerful one, but it's up to how we use it. Social media isn't real life, but your experiences, your emotions, and your journey are. It isn't about eliminating from your life entirely. It's about finding a healthy balance and prioritizing real life connections and experiences. You have the power to take charge of your time and invest in things that truly enhance your life. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I'd love to hear it and have a dialogue. With that said, I'm Kale, and I hope you make the most out of every moment that lies ahead.